What's your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Chargers. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Smith. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's go.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
20, 21. Gun.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Ryan. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Gun.
Ryan will throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On first down, Ryan. Forced out to his left. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Let's go.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
To throw is Ryan. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Ryan now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Smith trying to run for it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Sliding up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, south. Left. 20. Go.
Here's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Check 59, Mike.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Ryan. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, let's go.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
21.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Rosas now to kick this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll set up being chased out left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 14. They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Drew Kaiser now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Point after try forthcoming. The point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Go! 11.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Rodgers. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ryan on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So out come the Chargers. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Gun!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Gun! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Elsewhere around the NFL, third quarter now in Los Angeles. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Leopard!
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A handoff to Smith. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, you got three. Three down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
54, Seth. 21.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it. It got his man. Complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
22! Hey, wait.
Back to throw. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
11.
He's back to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hey, let's go!
Back to throw. Steps away, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. One last shot for Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Now for the all-critical extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied at 27 all. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
First throw in overtime now for Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. To throw is Ryan. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. Hey, wait. Gun.
Here's a give to Smith. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. It's Ryan. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A huge play there in overtime. 49 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Leopard! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Leopard! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime.